my creative peeps, and welcome to my channel. My name is Leanne, and today we are talking about not only a requested topic by you guys, but something I am very passionate about, and that is incorporating photos into your journaling. Now, several of you ladies on one of my Instagram posts had several questions about how I started incorporating photos into my journaling, different ideas on how to start, ways you can use them, how I got to the point I'm at now, etc. So that is what we were talking about today. I'm going to run you through some of my old journals and how I first started incorporating photos into my journal. Then I'm going to show you some ideas and examples of things that I've done, and then we'll talk more about lots of ideas and ways you can incorporate photos, what kind of photos to include, and all that jazz. So, whatever I talk about, I will try to leave linked in the description box below. If I forget something, just let me know. And let's just get this puppy rolling. So, first off, we're going to start in one of my journals. This is a journal from 2006. I have been keeping journals since I was about 6 years old. And this was the journal I had in my senior year in college. I do have some that I could have shown you from high school and junior high and stuff, but they're packed away. So I'm just going to show you a point where my photo incorporation was still pretty simple. Yeah, so let's just get into that. So here, this photo right here is just a photo of a cup of coffee and my book that I was working on for my psychobiography my senior year. And I literally just put it on the page with my writing. I've done nothing else. I printed it on a Polaroid zip and stuck it in there. And that's it. And this photo here is a selfie, obviously. I printed this on my home printer on some really low quality printer paper, and as you can see, the lighting's not great, but the memory is still there, and I framed it in washi tape. Pretty simple. Here is another photo. I thought I might want that tattoo, and it's just another simple fact of cutting the photo out and sticking it in there. Now, when I was in high school, I used to print photos on my home printer as early as junior high, I believe. And I would take our home printer and I would print a photo, a really crappy one taken on a flip phone, of course, of me and my friends. And I would literally make it the entire page and I would just write who was in the photo. And that was it. So you don't have to have any high-tech equipment to start incorporating photos into your journal. You can literally print them on photocopy paper and they still serve the same purpose. So that was that. Then I started to get into the Hobonichi. And of course the Hobonichi is a planner. And one of the things I started doing was incorporating photos into my planner. So here I had gone and gotten my nails done. So I took a photo of that. I lied, I painted my nails. That's what that says. And I stuck that in there. This is a movie that I went to see, so I put that. These were some rugs that I got. So again, really simple, just taking the photo and slapping it in there. This one does have a little word sticker on it, super high tech. This here is kind of branching into Tip-In Land. It is a Project Life card with a photo and some word stickers on it. So I was getting pretty crazy there. For around this time and for several years before actually, I had been watching Courtney from The Little Raven Inc. And she does lots of work with photos and tip-ins and stuff. So she was kind of my first inspiration to start incorporating photos more artistically into my journal. Then next we move on to, this was a December daily that I did. This here is a photo of a notebook that I made, and here you can see I did some layering in the back. There are some words. So this is more towards the style that I have now. I put a little picture of myself in a slip-in card there in that pocket. Here again, incorporating paper layers and some stickers. This was a double-sided tip-in of some photos that I took while I was shopping for some pants. Again, you know, super glamorous, guys, like crazy high-tech photos. No, it's just a photo of me in some pants in a dressing room, but it's part of my life, and it was something that I wanted to document. So I made a little tip-in with a little tab and put that in there. And then here, again, this is a movie that I went to see, so I printed out a photo of the movie poster, and then I journaled about the movie on the back. How cool is that, right? So that's that. And then, of course, this journal, I'm really into the nitty-gritty of adding photos into my journal. This was April and May of this year. So these are going to be more for ideas. One of the things that I really liked about Courtney Diaz's style from Little Raven Ink when I was looking at her photos was she cuts her photos out and doesn't just always use them in this manner, but she'll cut things out of them and use them as elements on the page. Almost like real life die cuts, kind of. So I totally did that with this page, and I really like how it came out. So that's an idea for you guys. Actually, this journal is like two-sided. Come on, Leanne, you marked the page. Here we go. This is another, these are two of our cats. And I just slapped some color in the background. I layered the photos with a card and some stickers and some washi. Again, some really simple things, but it's part of my life and I like to document it. So you can make a full page out of that. What else do we have here to show you? One other cool thing that I learned from Courtney was drawing on your photos to alter them. So this I just played around. I gave myself some stars and I put some lipstick on me. I don't know why. I think I was just going crazy because I don't usually wear that at all. And it's some eyelashes, so you can alter your photos by drawing on top of them. This here is a fun one. This is a book I was reading, and I took a picture of the front and back and I made a little thing to slip in here. And then wrote about the book on there. And I just think that's super cool. Another thing I did was I put this acetate tip in over this photo right here. And it's just another cool way to add a photo and an interactive element into your journal. Here, this is another book I was reading, but I made it into a tag and meant to write about it on the back, but I never did, clearly. But that is also a cool idea. So, yeah, let me just talk real quick about where I get my inspiration for my current style while we move into this. One of the things that one of the people that I look to for inspiration on how I incorporate my photos now, besides Courtney from Little Raven Ink, I really liked watching Adele from Inky Quill. She does mixed media scrapbook layouts, and I really, really like this because she obviously does a mixed media background with paints and stuff, and then she puts her scrapbooking photo over it. And of course, I really like using mixed media in my journals, so I drew from that. And another person that I find super inspiring is Heba from My Little Journal. She does layouts in her Traveler's Notebook, kind of like scrapbook layouts, and she does a lot of paper layers, which is something that I'm getting into now, as you can see here. This is just a layered photo, kind of like if I were to do a scrapbook page, this is what it would look like. Just paper layers and a photo and a little word sticker. She also does really cool projects Life stuff, and Adele does too. So I kind of drew my style from these three ladies and picked out the things that I loved that they did with their photos and made it work for me. So one of them right now is paper layers, obviously. Another one is I really like the Project Life. So I put Project Life photo pockets into my journal. And I do the same thing. I do little labels with journaling on them. I'll put tiny word stickers on there. This is an Instagram photo. So yeah, you really don't, more layers with stickers and stuff. So you really don't need fancy photos to incorporate. This one I made into a little pocket here. I really like that. So yeah, that's kind of the gist of how I incorporate photos, where I started. I did give you guys some ideas, but real quick, we're just going to kind of go over what I talked about. So my tip for you is to start incorporating photos into your journal. Find people who document photos and figure out what you like about it. It doesn't have to be in a journal. I draw my inspiration from people who put stuff in their Project Life albums. Like I said, figure out what it is about what they do that you're drawn to, and just start experimenting and pulling different things from different people and see how you can incorporate that into your own journaling. The next thing I want to say is, don't feel like any photo is not worthy of journaling. Ignore quality, ignore what type of resources you have access to. Yeah, is it nice to have perfectly edited photos printed on great paper? Yeah, it is. But it's better to have the photo in your journal for you to look at and bring back those memories or whatever you want to do with it, than to have a journal with no photos because you felt like your resources weren't good enough. I have plenty of crappy photos in my journals, but I'm happy that the photos are there. So that's all that matters. Next, what kind of photos do you want to put in your journal? People say, well, my life is too boring, Leanne. I don't know what to put in my journal. I don't do anything exciting. I just go to work and I go home. Well, you have to do something. You do something during your day. You have pets. You go shopping. You eat. I know you eat. And I know you watch TV probably. You might read. So take photos of your everyday life, because that's what's important. Like, curate the story of your life. You don't have to just put in highlights of like me going to the beach with my friends. Yeah, that's in there. But I also have all the little other things that mean things to me in my everyday life. So incorporate your pets, your plants if you like plants, wish list items that you would like. People do vision boards, places you went, people you saw, drinks that you have. Take a picture of your coffee that you get in the car. Even if there's 7 pictures of you with a cup of coffee in your car, you know that was the phase where you really liked getting coffee. I don't know. For me, it'd be my whole life, but I think you guys get the gist. Movies, books, the possibilities are endless. Really, just take a photo of something and document it. So, let me just run back over a few of the ways that I like to incorporate photos. Putting them in pocket sleeves. I love tip-ins. I love layering papers and making embellishment clusters over the photo. You can fussy cut them out to incorporate them into the page, make them into a pocket, make them into a tag and journal in the back. But the most important thing, guys, really is just to get the photo in the journal. That is it for me today, guys. I hope that you found this video helpful, that it gave you some good ideas and tips. If you have any questions left, please put them in the comments below and I will be happy to answer them. If there is a way that you like to document your photos that I didn't mention, Also, please pop that in the comments below because I would love to find new ways to incorporate photos, and I'm sure other people would as well. Don't forget to check out the links in the description box, and I will link past flip-throughs of my journals for you. I have a playlist for that so that you can get some more ideas if you're interested. Please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it so that I know to do this again. Subscribe if you have not already so you don't miss any of my future videos. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.